Hello, Flesstubers. It's Valerie again. This is going to be my kind of end of September, October kind of update. Maybe a little bit longer than what I'm used to doing. So here we go. I have an FFO whip. There's two of them actually, and some haul, not a huge amount. And I do have a review. So I don't know about you guys. But I'm always looking for the ideal stand, like the one that'll do everything. Not so lucky in that department. I do have a few. One, two, three, four. I have four stands, and I'm going to do a review of each one. Um, they all fit a purpose. One of them actually, to me, is ideal all around for doing either needlepoint or cross stitch in my home. There's one that's amazing for taking it to classes and using it, when I go to the classroom. So the FFO is the eagle. He's kind of big. So I am going to insert a little video here so you can see it. Hello, floss tubers. I wanted to show the eagle all framed up and ready to go on my wall. He's kind of big, so I figured I'll just do a smaller little video. I pardon the glare. So here he is, all ready to go. Okay, sorry. Those are my dogs. Yep, picked him up the other day from the finishers. I think they did an awesome job with him. He's beautiful. I could not have thought it would come out any better than what it has. So I'm very, very pleased with it. And I just wanted to share him with all of you. Thanks a lot. Okay, now let's go to the haul. Like I said, it's not a huge amount. The whips, you actually are going to see those with the reviews of the stands because I actually have them mounted on the stands. But I do have some whip. Just an update for one of the cross stitch pattern that I had selected. I thought was a little bit daunting to begin with. It was one of the Mirabilias, so I opted for a kit. It's a little smaller, a little bit less daunting. So this is the kit. Here you're going to see the lion. Oops, wrong finger. Right there. You're going to see the lion. It came with the fabric and threads and everything else. And I think to get myself back into the swing of things, I think that's a good place to start, even though I didn't realize it was going to have quarter stitch, half stitches. Yeah, that's fun. But thanks to Carolyn, she kind of gave me some pointers on who's the cross stitch, who's the half, who's the quarter stitch, who's the half stitch, because two symbols in the same box. I've forgotten all about that. But it is coming along, and like I said, you are going to see an update on the Systems 4 stand, which is where that project is. Now, haul. So I'm running out of my little canvases that I take with me when I go places or stop, and the ones that I had, I pretty much finished and I gave them away. I didn't really think about taking a picture of them because they're kind of small, and I usually just, like I said, I use them just for appointments or to have in my purse. So I picked this little guy up. I think he is so cute. Let me see if I can put this behind it. Actually, that might work pretty good. There you go. He's a nice little Christmas canvas. I have all the threads that are right here. Again, it's just the silk, vineyard silk that I use for these canvases. One thread basically has full coverage. Here's the second one. I really like this one. I wasn't going to pick up a second one, but yeah, I'm so bad. I saw this there and I thought, oh, come on. Who can say no to a snowman? I mean, look at him. Isn't he cute? I mean, just like little face with the carrot and everything. He's so cute. So he is going to be stitched. He is going to have... it's called a thread. The thread is like snow. And I'm going to do the same thing where you have the stars. But I'm also thinking I may get embellishments to do these little sparkles up here. The small ones and then the larger ones with beading or something like that. But this guy is so cute. And this is what I mean by the snow thread. I have used it before. If you've seen a previous video, you will see that thread being used in the wolf. So I'm not sure. See, it's kind of like glary. I don't know. Let me see if I can put this paper behind it so it looks. Well, that completely doesn't work. Anyway, this is the. Let me see. We're a little bit lower, kind of. Not really. Anyway, this is the thread. It is very sparkly. It does give the illusion of snow. I mean, it's really neat. I have. Okay, so that's for the needlepoint stuff. Yeah, now I have two things. This is for the cross stitching, and I blame all of you. All of you, I blame all of you. This is all your fault. My son loves Harry Potter. His girlfriend, I mean, they're just Harry Potter nuts. And I saw this from Charting Creations. Granted, they don't call it Harry Potter or anything else. It's called Plot Twist, but it is a griffin. So I purchased this this pattern. It is a full coverage, and I will be stitching this. It may take me a year, but I am going to stitch it for my son. I do want to use that, I think you call it magic fabric, the one that has the grids in it already. If y'all can tell me where to find it, I appreciate it. I think I want, for that size of a pattern, and the next one, I do want to use that. I think it'll facilitate. I'm used to finding the center of the pattern in the fabric and then working my way out that way. But I think because this is a full coverage, I could just basically count the squares up and then to the left and start at the upper left hand corner and then work my way over. So if you guys can help me with that, that'll be awesome. This is another one. Now, this was not, well, this wasn't totally my fault. This was my husband's fault. He saw me looking at Heaven and Earth. Yeah, Heaven and Earth. A Heaven and Earth website. I was just looking because some of you guys have, oh my God, beautiful patterns from there. They're a little intimidating, but they are beautiful patterns. So here's one. It's called Together We Stand, and it's by Jody Bergsma. My husband saw this and he loved it. He basically said, I will give you whatever you need. Stitch that for me. So here it is. Someday I will. And I don't think this is a big chart. I think this is a small chart. Let me see. Well, it's not that small. It's 16 by 21 and a quarter by, yeah. And that's on a 25 count. I don't think I can do 25 count. And it has 89 colors. Wow. It's still too small for me. One of the stands you're going to see, I actually found something that is completely revolutionized how that's why I can cross stitch. It's making it so much easier for me. And then this one, again, husband saw it and really liked it. Mainly because this particular the photo, there is a photo just like this pattern, and my husband was in Afghanistan, and he saw this there a lot and he really liked it. So here it is. I saw this particular pair, and I know he liked this one. It is on a black fabric. I'm not quite crazy about the fact that's on a black fabric. See, it has all the threads and the fabric itself. I may opt to not stitch it on a black fabric. I may look for a beige or a darker brown, but not necessarily black. But we'll see. I'm not quite sure. We'll see. So that's basically it for all of my haul. And I'm still working on my stocking. Again, you're going to see him in the review for the needlepoint stands / cross stitch stands. There's 4 of them. There is the Systems 4. I have the JAT, Just a Thought floor stand. I have the Nasser after a year of waiting. I actually forgot I ordered it. Can you actually believe that? I completely forgot I ordered it. And because it has been almost to the day, almost a day a year for them to ship it. No update, no nothing. I don't know. They might have sent an email saying that the item had been shipped. It could have gone into my junk because I don't remember seeing it. All I remember is there's a box in front of my door with all of these
export import kind of documents on it, and that's what reminded me, oh yeah, I ordered one of those. And I have what's called a chrysalis from Monarch cross stitch. That is it is the biggest stand that I own, and actually it's awesome, because the stands that I use right now, they fit great under a chair that's fairly high, but downstairs in the living room, my chair is kind of low and it's on carpet. So it's really hard for those stands to for me to be able to use them downstairs. So this stand, the Monarch, the Chrysalis, works really well. It took my husband and I about 30 minutes to put it together. We needed their instructions as well as the video. They gave me an email with a link to the video. Um, it was not difficult. However, it would have been easier and we would have done it a little faster if the items had been numbered, like the backbone was like B for backbone, or something like that, to where we knew what the parts were, because we kept having to stop the video, read the instructions, find the parts, do the next step. And also, it would be nice if they showed a small video of assembling the adapter. I purchased the adapter because I don't have those built-in scroll frames. Mine are either the quantum scroll frames, which I have the entire set, every size they make, and then some. And I have one of the Nasser needle needs, the ones up in England. I have one of those, which is kind of roundish on the ends. Again, won't work, but their adapter does do an awesome job. They designed it really, really well. It is so sturdy. Check out the video and you'll see. So if you don't want to see any of that at this point, you go ahead and then leave, as there really isn't anything else. Oh yes, I will be having a giveaway. I'm not sure when, but I am going to have a giveaway, and it's these three little guys. They're little reindeer, the skating reindeer. I have a second skating reindeer, and I have a third skating reindeer. These are kind of little kits that I received. I'm not sure where. I don't remember buying them. And the giveaway is going to be one per person. So I have three. There'll be three winners. Yeah, but I will be announcing that a little bit later on as to when the giveaway is going to take place. So thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed what you saw. I don't really have a lot to share, but I do hope that you enjoy the review on the stands. I find it helpful sometimes to watch what other people think of the stands that they use. Granted, I have too many, but they work well for me for different purposes. And I just wanted to share my findings with the stands that I have. If you guys have any questions or any comments, please, by all means, leave something down at the bottom and I will answer it as quickly as I can. Thanks a lot. Enjoy your stitching.
Hello, floss tubers. It's me again. So I'm doing a little bit of a product review. This is and I hope I'm saying it right, the Chalice Monarch cross stitch floor stand I received yesterday. And this is going to basically be in my living room so I can stitch while I watch television. And let me just go around. It is made out of oak. It is very well made, very sturdy. I opted for two additions. One is this piece right here, so I can put my light. And the second one is the adapter, because I have the Nasser as well as the quantum scroll frames. So the adapter works really, really well to hold my scroll frames. There's the back. I have it comes with this metal piece for your patterns for cross stitch. As far as for my use, I'm going to be putting my iPad or something else, magnets and what have you on that. This is the tray. Now, something that I have done that's different is I actually put these hooks, because when I stitch, I pretty much put all my threads on these little tabs, and this makes it really easy for me to just go ahead and there we go. So they're on these tabs. It has the color, the lot number, and what type of thread it is. So this makes it really handy for me to have it like right next to me. Here's the side. So let me just move around so you guys can see what the stand looks like. And it's, like I said, it's very well made. Here's the tool tray. I have my glasses, and this is for my scissors, which actually is going to be on the front. So there you go. It is quite large. I saw what it looked like in the pictures and on the website, but I wasn't prepared for how large it is. But I must say, it is awesome. This is a fantastic stand. I mean, my husband and I put it together. It took us maybe half an hour. You do need to have the instructions as well as watch the video. And the only thing that I would say is for them to mark the pieces. Although you could see in the video, you know, I believe her name is Jen, she walked through how to put it together, what pieces to look for. It actually would make it a lot easier and faster if we knew if each piece had a number or a letter. That actually would be great. But here's my stand. It is awesome. This is stand number 4 actually. But I'm very, very satisfied with this particular stand for my purposes, because as you can see, this chair is not very high. The other stands that I have don't work very well with this particular chair. So this one is pretty much going to be downstairs, and I'm going to be working in front of the TV with my husband on my projects. Well, that's my 2 cents. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will be doing a review of the 3 other stands that I have. And little separate videos. So I'll be uploading these separately and then I'll put them all together. Thanks for watching. Bye. Hello, FluxTubers. Here is my review of the Just a Thought floor stand. As you can see, it's got a very wide base. The arms are one length. They're not adjustable. So they're pretty long. I mean, they can accommodate just about any size of frame. It can be adjusted as far as how wide it is. As you can see, here are the openings. I have this particular light which attaches on the back. My scroll frames fit perfectly. I have no issue with the stand. It does swivel. Right here, this will adjust up or down, and it's at the highest point. It is very wide on the bottom. I mean, this is very sturdy. One of the things I really like about it, oops, I just messed that up, is that it fits very easily underneath this particular chair. So depending on where you stitch, I mean, it'll go just right all the way underneath it. And a lot of times what I do is I just put my legs on either side of the bottom, and I can slide it in and out very easily. It doesn't work downstairs because the chair that I have there doesn't really have that much of an opening underneath it. So basically this stand stays upstairs in my stitching room. And now we're going to go to the next stand. Hey, FluxTubers. Okay, this is, and I believe it's pronounced Nasser, from Needle Needs in the UK. Granted, it took a year of waiting for it to be shipped. This particular stand, I believe that they have updated it, because the design over here, as you can see, it's a swivel. It does go up and down. It is a smaller design. These arms actually do, you can adjust the length of them. I have them on the shorter side. It comes with these 2 hooks, which are quite convenient, but it also comes with a little spot right over here, there, with the excuse me, with an adjustable tool, and it has a little slit right here where you can put your pattern. Now, as you can see, I'm going to use that same scroll frame that I had on the Jack stand, and it is not as wide. So if you can see, you know, if I put it straight down, it's going to go into the project itself, but you can open it out to the point where you can work in the center. See, the arms are going behind it right here. But you still have room to work in the center, which is actually pretty neat. Like I said, it is a smaller stand, so I'm going to go ahead and move it to my chair, and that's how it sits in front of my chair. Again, it'll fit very easily underneath it. It is not very tall on the base. Um, it is one that I might be able to use in my living room. Unfortunately, that chair looks like it sits on the floor. But this is a very nice stand. It does have limited space here to be able to attach a light, but it is doable. I did try it with the Stella Edge, the black light that you saw on the jet stand, and it does work. So it fits very well, and it is a good alternative stand to use. The only downside is it takes a year to get it. But overall, it is a nice stand. I actually would prefer to use it with maybe Q snaps or something else. But from the scroll size perspective, it will fit and it will give you workable space for you that's between the two bars of wood that's holding the scroll frame up. And that's my 2 cents with the Nasser. And now I have one more. Be right back. Hey, floss tubers. All right. Last but not least, this is a Systems 4 floor stand. As you can see, I have the Q-snap adapter. It does come with a hook here that will clamp onto a square piece. So it would work with a scroll frame like the Quantum frames. It will not work with the Nasser frames. This one in particular, I have the tray, which is a separate piece, but I also purchased the lamp. So it comes all the way up here, and here's a magnifying glass, and it has a light underneath it. Let me just twist it over a little bit. You see the light is right here. This is where the Q-snap will sit. I tested it out with a Nasser and actually will work because these clamps are for a round piece. So if you open it wide enough, it actually will hold a Nasser frame here. The advantage of this one is, one, it is metal, it's lighter, it's easy to take it apart and travel with it. I do use it for almost 99% of the time. This one is used for travel. Right now, I'm working on my first cross stitch in like 10 years. So I'm using it for it because of the magnifier glass and the light. So that's my work progress. Yay! And it will swivel to where you can get to the back if you need to, or it goes on the front. It doesn't move. I mean, this is fairly steady here. It keeps it in place. It is quite comfortable as long as you have a nice wide opening at the base of your chair. So let me step back. Here's a look at what the whole piece looks like. It does go under the chair fairly well. The downside to this particular piece is that it is outstanding on a flat surface. Working on carpet, the base tends to wobble. It's not very steady. That does tend to wobble. And it is not, the screws are not tightened on the base or anything like that. They can't be tightened anymore. I think my husband, oh, sorry about that, was almost going to have a hernia trying to tighten it more than, humanly possible. So it is not the tightening, it's just the way that the design is made. So to use it on a flat surface, it's great. To use it on a carpet, just know that it is going to wobble a little. That irritates me. So for the most part, I'm most likely going to take my cross stitch out of here and use the Nasser stand and adapt. There is an adapter for this that will allow it to clamp on the back of the Nasser, and it will work great. Then I'll be able to use the magnifying glass and the light and still be able to stitch. Most likely I'm going to switch it from that Q-snap to a scroll frame, and that'll make it even better. So that's my 2 cents on the stands that I own. If you have any questions or any comments, please put it in the box below. Thank you very much. Happy stitching.